Hello students, welcome to the class on editorial decode, and in this class I will be decoding The Art of the Non-Deal written by Madhura Balasubramaniam. Now from examination point of view, this will help you in General Studies Mains Examination Paper 2 because this is related to international relations, and this will also help the students of political science and economics optional. Now in order to understand this editorial, we need to understand the three important contours, very important contours about US, about China and about Taiwan. Now the first contour we need to understand is about the China-Taiwan relationship. And in this we need to understand two important things. One is one China policy, and the other is one China principle. Second contour we need to understand is about the internal politics in Taiwan, and then we need to understand the change in the stance of USA's diplomacy vis-a-vis China. So these are the three contours that will give us a broader idea about what this editorial is about. Now with the coming in of the new dispensation in the United States of America, the diplomatic veerings, the diplomatic transformation, the diplomatic changes are on. They are on in the form of, like, United States of America's next president has accepted a phone call from the president of Taiwan, and this has caused flutterings in China. Now why this has caused flutterings in China? Now when it comes to China and Taiwan, both these nations, they were created in 1949. Now when it comes to the type of the governments existing in China and Taiwan, they are actually quite different. China mainland, important keyword here is mainland. China mainland is actually a communist nation. It is Communist Republic of China. But when it comes to Taiwan, Taiwan calls itself the Republic of China. Now China is a very small part. It is a very small physical piece of land which it calls itself to be a country. Now what is the relationship between China and Taiwan? We need to understand this from a very holistic perspective. Now when China was created in 1949, when the Communist Party came to fore in 1949 in the mainland of China, the political adherents, the political ideologists who were not supporting the communist regime, they were actually defeated in 1949, and they took refuge in Taiwan, and it was the Kuomintang Party, Kuomintang. It was the Kuomintang Party that had taken refuge in Taiwan, and they have established their governance in Taiwan. On the mainland of China, we had the communistic setup, and in Taiwan, we have a setup which was against the communist forces. So the two distinct type of systems emerged in China, and Taiwan is having its own internal politics, which is not able to decide whether it belongs to the mainland China or whether it wants to have its own independent country. So when we study the politics of Taiwan, we see there are two political parties existing in Taiwan. The one is the Kuomintang party. Now another party that is existing, it is Democratic Participation Party. China has always been asserting itself over Taiwan. It had always conveyed to the world that any country, if it wants to trade with China, that particular country should not recognize Taiwan as an independent nation. Any country who is willing to trade with China should believe in one China policy. Now, what is one China policy? One China policy means that derecognition of Taiwan as a single country, as an individual country. That you give no recognition to Taiwan, but you treat Taiwan as the part of China. Then you have another thing unfolding in Taiwan, that is one China principle. Now what is the difference between one China policy and one China principle? The one China principle is being supported by Kuomintang party and it is also being supported by China. Now what is this? जो mainland China है वो ये मानता है कि ताइवान हमारा पार्ट है, वन चाइना प्रिंसिपल, कि पूरा एक ही चाइना, एक ही देश है, ताइवान उसका हिस्सा है, और जो गवर्नमेंट कम्युनिस्ट रिपब्लिक ऑफ चाइना है वो टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट हैव द राइट of this complete sovereign nation. But this is being refuted by the Kuomintang party. Now according to Kuomintang party, that entire mainland of China belongs to Taiwan. It belongs to Taiwan and it is the Taiwan's type of government that has the sovereignty over the entire mainland. So basically there the Kuomintang party of China and the Communist Party in China, they both believe that Taiwan and China are one country. They are not different countries. But we have distinct forces operating in Taiwan in the form of Democratic Participation Party. Now, Democratic Participation Party, it believes in complete independence. It believes that Taiwanese culture is entirely different from China's culture. They don't believe in this one China principle. So they are not concerned about which type of government should be ruling. They don't. This party, DPP party, don't want to usurp Chinese mainland. They want to maintain their own independence. Now coming back to United States, altered, changed, transformed diplomacy. You have United States of America. Earlier it was conducting trade with China by giving consensus to this one China policy. पहले यूएस मानता रहा है कि जो चाइना का मेनलैंड है प्लस ताइवान है ये एक यूनाइटेड कंट्री है, वन चाइना पॉलिसी है. But of late, by receiving a call from the president of Taiwan, that is Donald Trump, who has received the call, he's given a message that United States of America will be accepting one China policy only and only if kind of offers are offered to United States of America in the realm of trade. It means that the China should not be resorting to currency wars. China should not be resorting to tariff and non-tariff measures in the trade realm, which hurts the United States of America's concern. Basically, United States of America is interested in quid pro quo. Now, what is quid pro quo? Quid pro quo means आप मुझे कुछ दो, मैं आपको कुछ दूंगा. आप मेरा साथ दो, मैं आपका साथ दूंगा. Basically, it is an exchange of diplomacy with economics. So this is a new thing that is unfolding between the relationship between the United States of America and China, and this could also prove to be very dangerous, very deleterious, and it can also result in war between the United States of America and China. So this was all for the editorial decode. You can subscribe to this channel. Name of the channel is Brainy IAS. You can contact me at 8459940000 in case you're interested in buying the video classes and entire civil services preparation. And in order to get the information of the classes, please visit brainyias.com. So this was all for the day. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice night.